Hello and welcome back to Oliver Clatworthy Music, and in today's video I'm interviewing Strawberry Lace. So please introduce yourselves. What's your name and what do you play?
I'm Will, I play drums.
Hello, I'm Joe and I play lead guitar.
I'm Ryan, I play bass and I sing.
I'm Ollie, I play rhythm guitar.
So how did you form?
We met at sixth form quite a few years ago now on a music course. And yeah, we studied together for about a year, and then after we all sort of went our separate ways after that course, we got together again and thought, yeah, let's get a band together. We had something cool going. And here we are. Yeah.
So I've listened to a lot of your music before, and I'm kind of gathering like funk influences. Is there a bit of funk in there?
Yeah, definitely. There's a lot of everything really. It's always been quite psychedelic, wavy, being from Cambridge with the Pink Floyd influence. I think that's always stuck with us. But we like stuff that, just is fun to play live, funk, heavier stuff, all sorts really, yeah.
So individually, which can you name an artist that has influenced your playing?
Individually?
Yes.
For me, definitely Joe Bonamassa. I grew up just listening strictly like blues music. Like you can definitely hear that in our earlier stuff.
Yeah.
Like all the solos are pretty bluesy, I'd say. I think now we're just a bit more like techie, but yeah, individually that's blues and Joe Bonamassa. What about you, Will?
Definitely like early progressive metal, stuff like that. And Tool, Snarky Puppy, Animals as leaders. Just wherever the good drummers are, that's who I was listening to and trying to recreate myself, basically.
Probably a lot of the slap stuff I play on bass. It's like Level 42, Mark King influenced. A lot of the harmonic stuff is like Victor Wooten kind of stuff, which in turn is kind of like from Jacko Pastorius. But vocals, I don't really know. When we started the band, I was listening to a lot of Sticky Fingers, a lot of Dylan Frost, so I think that's a lot of where it started from. But I think with all of us, like we've got our influences, but it's kind of taken like a new kind of form by this point. But what about you?
So Jimi Hendrix, Jimmy Page, John Frusciante, King Cruel kind of got me into like more jazzy kind of stuff, and I got into like Brazilian guitarists, like bossa nova, and Latin stuff, flamenco, bit of West African music, and yeah.
As we move from here to Cray, no stress, no guess, we can communicate. I'm obsessed. What's best is next, we can collaborate. Then you said that you need me to wait. I'll play one day, we can elaborate.
So what would you say is your favourite song of yours?
Of ours. For me, maybe Elaborate, to be honest. Yeah, I really like Elaborate. Honourable mention would be like Eye to Eye or Barriers.
That's a banger.
Yeah, cheers. Ever Be is like classic, but yeah.
Yeah, my favourite thing is just always the newest thing we're doing. So it's either the demos we've got that we're recording at the minute, or if I'd have to say a released one, then yeah, Elaborate. Yeah.
Hello. I think my favourite thing out of like all of our songs that we've done, I think it's When the Dog Bites, but close second is Elaborate. Like Ryan said, like whatever we're doing in the moment, like currently, is always like, yeah, I think is our like best work. But yeah, we're working on some new stuff as well. That there's one in particular that is definitely my favourite so far.
I like Sense Amelia, we don't play it enough.
Valid.
I think my favourite song of yours is probably Jungle. The guitar line is a banger. Or I would say, Barriers is also another one I really like, and obviously Ever Be.
Fair enough, mate. Yeah, you're not the only one apparently. We can't seem to escape that song, which I think that's probably a problem that most bands suffer from. But oh well, I suppose it's all right. But yeah, I don't think we'll ever be able to get away with not playing that song. But so be it.
What would you say is your favourite gig you've done?
There's a handful. I think we'd all kind of have a similar answer, but we played the Louisiana in Bristol a couple of years ago.
That was June
manic.
2024.
Something like that.
Sephiro's and Blu-ray supported.
That's the one. So you know it better than we do. Yeah, that's the one. That was nuts. We played Islington Assembly Hall last December with High Fade. That was quality. Recently we played the Garage in London with Hail the Sun. That was unreal. Any others springing to mind?
Dead
NCI?
Famous in Newquay with Chase the Wild.
Say again, mate.
Dead Famous in Newquay with Chase the Wild.
Yeah, Dead Famous is quality. We were saying, because obviously we're sort of Cornwall, neck of the woods nearly, being in Exeter now, that we really want to get back down to Cornwall soon. Dead Famous was, that was a good one. You got any springing to mind?
One I've always said to you, Ryan, is Thekla with Will and the People.
Yes, mate. Yeah.
What year was that? I always forget. It wasn't
24 or 5.
24, I think it was. Yeah, it was a little while ago, but I think that was my favourite. We've always wanted to play in Thekla as well. Supporting a band like Will and the People at the time, it was sick. Yeah, there was just a vibe about it. What about you? Think about one?
I like the London show that we did recently, but our car got broken into afterwards, which was gutting. Yeah. But no, that was fun.
I would say Attic Bar, because that's the only one I've been to.
Yeah, fair play. No, Attic was good fun. Yeah. Like we always say, any Bristol shows we do are always good fun. I don't know, it's a good place to play music.
You played in Bath recently as well?
Yeah. No, that was good fun. That was the first time we played there. Again, tonight, first time we played in Exeter as well. It's a good part of the country, though. I feel like people are just kind of more up for live music and stuff around here. They have a bit more fun. But, I love it, mate. It's good around here.
Such an unfortunate thing to demolish. What you don't know, we'll never find a way to hurt you. But I don't know this world full of the pain I put my head through. I've learned in time that secrets build barriers. I'll keep you up at night when your shoulders ache when you carry them. But since time froze solid, I've lost all my conscience. To break us is not what I wanted. If only we could restore this.
How do you record your music? Like, what song? How do you write your songs? Like, is there a specific method?
Not really. We'll noodle about on our instruments at home, and sometimes we'll come up with stuff and then take it to the studio, which is at Will's parents' house, little DIY kind of shed, stable. And then we'll jam about. A lot of our songs just come from jamming about, playing together. And then, we record it. We've recorded it ourselves since Quadropheline. And then we send it off to a professional to get it sounding good. But it's lots of fun. We got better at it, I think, with Quadropheline. We were kind of still learning, and it was a bit of a nightmare.
A lot of trial and error.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah.
If you could individually say two bands you'd really want to gig with, one being Realistic and the other being just any band in general.
For me, Pearl Jam, like at the top, they're one of my favourite bands. A bit more realistic. Sticky Fingers, although I'm not sure if that's realistic, but I'd love to play with them. They're one of our favourite bands ever, so yeah.
I'm looking forward to playing with Bear Jams again. That's going to be good fun. I think that's pretty realistic as well. We're doing it in about an hour. But yeah, I don't know if it's unrealistic or not, but yeah, Sticky Fingers would be great. I love Level 42. If the Smiths ever get back together, I'd love to play with them, but I can't see that happening anytime soon. So yeah.
It's been said twice already. Did you say 2 bands? Can I pick 2 bands? Can I do 3? Okay. Sticky Fingers, definitely. Like, it was the first proper gig that me and Ryan went to together, and I remember just seeing it like, whoa, that's what I want to do, sort of thing. And yeah, they're great. We still listen to them all the time now. Psychedelic Porn Crumpets. What a name, by the way, and what a band. They are sick. We were supposed to play with those in Cambridge, and it sort of got taken away from us at the last minute. But yeah, that would be a great gig to do. And Loathe, I think. Loathe would be great, but would be a pretty random gig because they're quite heavy.
Can I just say Pendulum as well?
Yeah,
I'd love to
definitely.
play a Pendulum.
Unrealistic, Dance Gavin Dance, and Realistic, Waldo's Gift.
Would you support the Sephiros?
Love the Spheros. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, they're good old boys. We played with them a load of times. Yeah, we're doing a heartbeat, mate.
So, what is there a song like that's been stuck in your head at the moment? Any song that you've been like on repeat listening to?
Yeah. I'll play it for you. There's one song by
No,
Milky.
don't get me copyrighted.
Yeah, but
Are we allowed to say the title?
Yeah.
Okay. What's it called, Ryan? You know it?
it's by Milky. It's
by
called.
Milky, Just the Way You Are.
Yeah, I think it's blowing up on TikTok at the minute.
It
to be
came
fair,
on
but
in the. Where did we go?
we're in the
went to
pub.
this
We just got
for a bit of
scampi and
food. It
chips
came
like
on
a couple
and
hours
reminded
ago.
us, like, banger. And we've been rinsing it for the past 3 hours. Yeah. It's a pretty rogue one. Tune though.
Have I got one? Doom Tech by Vane.
Yeah, big tune. You got a banger?
Let me have a look. Off the top of my head, for the past few months, one of my favourite albums has been Rhythm of the Saints by Paul Simon. It's very Afro-Latin, Brazilian, South African record by Paul Simon. It's really good.
Honourable mention, the Scots Bass Lessons podcast. It's on heavy rotation. Yeah.
I would have to say I've been listening to a lot of Oasis recently,
Fair
as you
enough.
can tell by the T-shirt.
Of course.
But one of my favourite songs of theirs is "The Shock of the Lightning" from their last album.
Right.
It's a banger.
Yeah, fair play, mate. Yeah, Oasis got some tunes. Yeah, I mean, you listen to a fair bit of Oasis, don't you?
Yeah, I love Oasis.
I think Oasis are one of them bands, like, I don't think any of us listen to them like a great deal, but you can't deny they've got some great songs. They've got some bangers that have influenced a lot of stuff. And Noel Gallagher's got some great guitars as well. So, fair play, Noel. You got great taste.
Slipstream through my veins. I'm numb from the things, so I can't complain. Gather up the best parts of what remain. Piece them together, put them on display. Application of the right side of my mind. Lets me say what I wanna say. Slipping in and out the same old state of mind. Will I ever be the same again? Will I ever be the same again? Will I ever be the same again?
Which of your shows has had the biggest mosh pit?
Ooh. Maybe our recent London one.
Rats was stupid, mate.
Yeah, that was really good. Or was it Louisiana, Bristol, and the Crown in Bristol as well? Both of those gigs were, really good.
Blue Moon as well in Cambridge.
Oh yeah, Blue Moon in Cambridge a few years ago. That was a tiny little venue and it was jam packed. But
that show in Birmingham where they started doing the rowboat. Yeah, that was pretty cool. Yeah, that was funny. That was one of the weirdest ones, but that was great.
They did it for the whole, what song was it, 24 Hours?
The whole of 24 Hours, which is the longest, I think it's one of the longest songs. Yeah.
They were on the floor for 5 minutes in front of us. Like,
Dedication.
yeah, front and centre.
Yeah.
Did not look at them.
Yeah.
Because they were right there.
Yeah, that was
Really
fun.
throwing me off. Funny though.
Where do you see yourselves going with your music? What future plans do you have?
we just want to be able to do this full time, quit our jobs, just make music, go on tour around the world. That's about it, really. Yeah.
That's the main aim.
Yeah, couldn't say it better myself.
Yeah. Play some like festivals, big festivals will be good. But yeah,
What future shows do you have planned?
not many, do we?
Don't be silly. It's always shows planned. We've got a handful of shows coming up with Marlon Funaki. We're playing 2 shows in London with them, and we're playing in Dublin with them as well. I'm trying to think what we can actually announce.
Yeah, that's...
We're playing next week in Cambridge with Toast Club. Yeah, there's a couple more, but I don't know if I can mention them just yet. So, yeah, let's leave it at that.
Yeah.
Support High Fade on their tour.
Yeah, no, I mean, we'd love to, mate. We've played with High Fade a load of times now, and it's always great fun. So, yeah, whenever they hit us up, we're always there in a heartbeat. But, yeah, they're good boys.
And finally, where can people find you?
Instagram, Spotify, Strawberry Lace Band,
TikTok?
TikTok, Facebook.
The usual suspects.
Yeah, that's about it.
Which, Facebook is a funny one, because I don't like it. I thought I'd just say that. It's my least favourite platform that we use.
Same.
Yeah, it's seems kind of pointless. doesn't
Yeah,
it?
we don't get a lot of action on
No,
Facebook.
yeah, I don't really keep it.
It's how you bring in the older fans, though.
It
Yeah.
is definitely, but like, I feel like our music isn't really for older fans. Do you?
Yeah, fuck me old.
Well, I've introduced my dad to Strawberry Lace before, so
Did he like it?
he did like it.
Oh, I'll take it all back. Yeah, I've made it all up.
So catch us on Facebook.
Yeah, big on Facebook. I'm on there all the time. I love it.
And thank you very much for agreeing to do this interview.
Thank you for having us.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
If you have enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel for more of this kind of video, and thank you very much for watching.